This week's manga
Just dang it.
Is Sailor Moon.
Perfect.
we shall be
It's done.
talking about
14-year-old.
chapters.
I,
What?
it's live.
Yes.
I have a career.
Oh.
What am I doing with my life?
What?
Nothing.
Yes, it's
You
live.
always do this.
No, I got distracted and things happened. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Pod. Hi. We are a weekly podcast in which we all get together after we have read all or part of a manga, and then we discuss it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. I am your host, Aaron of Happily Aaron, and with me are two of my three lovely co-hosts, as well as a very special guest. First, we have Yoku.
Hi, I'm fancy today.
Yes, you are. Daza.
Hello there.
And Mr. Arcada. Hello.
Hi.
Want to introduce yourself, sir? More so
My
than
name
I
is-
said?
Bleh. My name is Arcada. I do an anime review show on YouTube called Glass Reflection at youtube.com/grarcada, and apparently people like me.
Yay!
Apparently.
Apparently.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs. All the thumbs. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, sir.
Yeah, not a problem.
We really
Hopefully it'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll bring all of the fun just for you.
Or it'll be not fun, but hopefully we can turn it into a big fun explosion for everybody else, even if it's not us.
Perfect. That's what we like to see on Manga Pod, is that enthusiasm.
Don't worry, I'm drinking as well, so it's going to be a little bit fun at least.
Wait, you and Yoku are both drinking?
I'm
Yeah.
not I don't drink.
Well, that's the first bullshit of the night. Let's keep going.
Big ol' lie. Yes, if you've never joined us for a manga pod before, what we like to do is we will give you the name of the manga, and then we will give you our spoiler-free description, aka a summary, and then we will give you our spoiler-free recommendations, whether we think y'all should waste your time, or if it's just shit and you shouldn't waste your time. You know, it's basically what it's gonna be. And then we will tell you guys when we're about to dive into our spoilery discussion. And then, yeah, you guys can, if you don't want to be spoiled, you can take your leave. This week, we read Sailor Moon, volumes 1 through 5, chapters 1 through 19. Yes, perfect. Look how pretty it is. Oh, so much pretty. Oh, I don't here, I'll hold up my keychain. It has Soul Eater on it, so it's kind of big.
It's kind of
That is nothing like.
That's so- not even close.
A for effort.
Thank you.
Get a little gold star.
Yay! Yes. So we're going to have our guest read our description for us today. Sir, would you like to dive in?
Okay, no, I didn't close the window. I still have it.
Oh.
Tsukino Usagi is a 14-year-old in her second year of middle school. She's a bit of a crybaby and klutzy. However, she can transform into a warrior of justice. Sailor Moon. An eternal classic that should be read by all.
Yay! It says that we're live again, so hopefully that is the case. If not, then boo all of the poop. Boo all of it.
Low.
Lol.
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 He means League of
Lol.
Legends. Lol.
Oh, lol.
Lol.
Lol, lol, lol.
Lol.
Okay.
Oh, it works again.
Is it on?
I think
It's
so.
frozen for me, but I can see it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very
Yeah,
low
we're
frame
moving.
rate.
There's moving.
There's
It
moving.
works.
Oh, okay. It's going.
We're back.
Chat
Perfect.
says we're
Okay,
back
let's keep
as
going.
well.
Let's keep going until it's
Right.
so it crashes again. Whatever, we'll keep going. We're just gonna go
Okay.
really fast. Okay, we've read the description.
Yes, we have.
Did it drop before we read the description or after we read the description?
We'll find out in 30 seconds.
Okay, let's just keep going. Awesome. So dive into spoiler free recommendations. Yoku, you start.
Spoiler free recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Alright. It's kind of interesting. I've actually never seen Sailor Moon or read the manga at all, ever in my life. I did see maybe from out my whole life, I've seen maybe like 20 minutes of all together back on TV, like in the random little bits. Because I was like, man, what is this shit? You know, because I was all DBZ guy all the way, you know. So, yeah.
That's your recommendation.
No, I just want to get that out. I just wanted to get that out first, you know, before we
Okay.
move on to this. Never seen Sailor Moon before. This is my first time actually experiencing the story. I did listen to the opening a lot of times because that's a very catchy dub
She is
opening.
the one named Sailor Moon.
Yeah, for sure. But do I recommend
Turn her
this?
back on her friend.
Now, do I recommend this coming from like the only person on Earth who has never had any previous experience with Sailor Moon before and just read it for the first time right now? Do I recommend this? if you're into magical girl shows, then yes, because it was actually very good, like a very good magical girl show. Because it had some pretty interesting. Shut up, man. What does that mean?
It means keep going. You're doing the right
Get
things if
on
you
with
say-
it.
Oh yeah.
Keep talking. Keep going.
I don't know if you're criticizing me or not. I'm giving you guys my secret that I've never told anybody. I've never
going.
seen some. But yeah, if you're into magical girl shows, then you will probably very much enjoy it, and you probably have already been enjoying it.
Hi everybody, welcome back to MangaPod. Let's
Maybe.
hope- we're hoping, maybe fingers crossed, we're really hoping that this is actually going.
Oh.
I got a loading.
Yeah, I got a loading.
It's super choppy for some reason.
Yeah.
Aw,
People are saying it's up.
yeah. It's up, it's up. We've got a lot of
I got a couple.
question
There's a
marks.
couple of question marks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Working?
Working? Huh?
Like, is it on?
No.
Working?
Somebody is pushing MangaPon 2.0 in the chat.
Oh yeah.
God, this...
Loading?
Oh gosh, come on.
Right?
Sailor Moon, please use your silver crystal to make this work.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
I see it.
Yay!
Work.
It's frozen
Yeah.
for me, but
Yeah.
there's a picture.
It's working.
Yes, perfect. Okay, awesome. Yoku, your spoiler-free recommendation. We're just gonna dive right back in because we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, like nothing happened. We never.
Nothing
we never
happened.
Dropped.
Nothing- no,
All right.
nothing.
What happened?
Pay no
What
attention to the
Nothing.
man behind the curtain.
So, if you're into magical girl shows, you like this, and if you're not, it's a 50-50 chance. That's my recommendation. I'm sorry. It's good, but there was parts where I was kind of bored, but it was still an enjoyable read from what I read from the 19 chapters or whatever that we read. Yep.
19.
Yeah.
Awesome. Daza?
I was gonna say, Yoku, how have you never seen Sailor Moon? What's wrong with you?
Oh well, I could say, how can you never seen Hakusho? Come on, man.
Oh,
Because
no,
Hakusho was never
no.
licensed in Australia.
We're not
I don't
starting
care.
This. We're not starting
I don't
this.
care, man. I don't care. I was into DBZ. I was busy with Dragon Ball Z. All right.
You can like Dragon Ball
Anyway.
Z and Sailor Moon. Okay.
That was my childhood. That was like I was 100% Dragon Ball Z though. That was me.
Yoku,
Yes, Daza.
over in Australia, we saw Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon were actually back to back in the morning, so we watched both in the same hour. It was fantastic.
I think they were back to
And
back
it's
here
the
as
same
well.
way.
I think they were back.
Oh yeah, it was on Toonami, Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever I heard the whole like, I'm just like, nope, done. I'm going outside to play some basketball or something.
Oh wait, it's back again?
Is it?
Is it?
What?
No, it is. The hell?
Oh no, what's going on? Daza, keep going.
Okay, Sailor Moon is one of those shows that everyone knows about because it's one of those things that has been around forever, pretty much forever. And when
Since the beginning of time.
yeah, exactly, it's been around since the beginning of time. So when the manga first came out, at least here in Australia, this isn't the first time it's come out. This is the reprint. I of course read it, and reading Sailor Moon is way different than watching it. If you've watched Sailor Moon, you have not seen Sailor Moon in its original form. The Sailor Moon manga is totally different. It's darker. Its shapes, it's not shapes. Its character designs are way different. The story is told much differently. It's just, if you like Sailor Moon, you're going to love the manga. The manga is everything you'll ever want from Sailor Moon and more. It's basically if Sailor Moon got an adult version, which is hopefully happening in summer.
Hopefully. Third time's a charm. Keeps getting
Fourth
pushed back.
time it got delayed.
Fourth?
Fourth. Yes.
Who? Yes, I agree 100% with you, Daza. I think if you enjoyed the anime, then you are 100% going to enjoy the manga. And I also think that if you didn't think that the anime was dark enough, the manga will definitely bring you the joy of having that, I think. So
A dark video store. How ominous.
listen, there is spoiler free.
you almost like spit it out
Personally,
there.
I think
There
the
are Mary
anime's
Sue's-
darker,
there are
though.
Mary Sue's. Oh,
that's me.
really? We'll have
Yeah,
Talk about
well,
that, yeah.
it could be that I haven't seen the anime in a while. I just remember the anime being a lot darker than the book ever was. But also
Really?
because the anime also drags it out and has a whole extra second season that never existed in the manga anyway, which was the Anne and
Actually,
Allen
third
arc that
season
was
as well, which never actually happened in the
kind of
manga.
shit. Yeah,
Boo.
but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's been so long since I've seen it, but I do recall the anime being darker.
Okay.
See, I watched it back when the Blu-rays were released over in Japan, so I rewatched it on Blu-ray, and it's not as dark. It's just nah. There's
I
like
think
a whole.
I think I'm
No, I was
honestly more interested into going into the anime than continue the manga, honestly, because the manga has way too much dialogue to read. Like,
That's-
We'll get into that. We'll
yes,
get into
we'll get
that.
into that more.
I just had to.
But I like I was saying, if you love the anime, you're going to love the manga. I think it's fantastic, and it definitely was the staple shoujo magical girl manga that there was. So I recommend it, especially if you love magical girl genre and would like to find one that is older and you have not read before. Sir, your special guest.
Tristan?
So quickly before the thing dies on us again, I recommend it. There we go. There's a recommendation. I made it before the thing crashed.
Perfect.
It's still up?
Good.
Yeah, it's still up. I'm good.
Good.
There we go.
Ah.
I succeeded.
Fastest.
No, seriously though, I do recommend it. I don't read a lot of manga, so the fact that I actually own it says a lot. I don't own a lot of manga, and I don't read a lot of manga. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Read it. It's good.
Yeah. So you got 4 yeses to go and read it before you get spoiled if you've not read it before. If you do not want to be spoiled, then you can go and read it now, and then you can come back and watch the VOD of this on youtube.com/happilyarin, where all the previous manga pods are hosted. So yes, we are going to dive into super spoilery discussion now. So you have 5 seconds, people. 4, 3, 2. Yeah!
That's the countdown.
That was the countdown. All right, guys.
I'm trying to think of a spoiler.
Huh?
Moment that I'm trying to think of a spoiler we can throw out there at the moment.
When the death
Sailor Moon
Sherlock's not
is-
dead.
No!
No!
Well, that's
No!
Yeah. Ban him.
That's obvious
Get out.
though, because there's a season
Get
3.
Manga pod's over. Manga
He's
pod's
like a
over.
whole week ahead of us right now. He's already talking about Sherlock.
There's
Anyway.
like a lot of spoilers. I guess like if you haven't watched the anime, then there's plenty of spoilers. If you haven't read the manga, then there's plenty.
There's
of
heads that
Everything
get
is a
cut
spoiler.
off, I remember, and people
No.
get brought back to life a couple times.
Sailor Moon
Oh.
kills herself. That was not in the anime.
Wait, what?
There we go. In the manga, she killed herself
Yeah,
when
she did.
Prince
Yeah,
died.
suicide.
It's
That's what I
blocked.
almost said. Suicide.
In the manga, that didn't. In the anime, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
So
no.
But she didn't actually kill herself. She hit
Actually, in the anime, there was this really weird scene because I watched the really shit edited version done by Deke
Oh
that
my
they tried to
God.
make it kid friendly.
Right?
No, but-
There was a specific scene where she didn't get killed, but Tuxedo Mask got killed. It was weird because how it was Queen Beryl was here, Sailor Moon was here, and Tuxedo Mask was here. Queen Beryl came up with this big fuck off ice thing like straight out of Final Fantasy VIII, and she threw it at Sailor Moon with the intent of killing her. Somehow, Tuxedo Mask went from being behind her to in front of her to take the shot. But not only that, because they edited it to try and make it more kid friendly, they like cut out a whole 5-minute section. So what it looked like was Sailor Moon turned around while screaming "No!" and yet he came to the other side of her and is really poor editing.
I
Success.
remember that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this one, he dies before and then Queen Beryl kills him, right? Or he dies right before that happens when he's.
Well, he gets
pretending to-
stabbed. I don't think he actually dies, but yeah.
I don't think it's actually said if he dies or not. It just said we brought him back to life, which
They do a lot.
Yeah,
Nobody
he was.
dies.
Dude,
Then
that
he
silver
wasn't he like
crystal.
dead? a couple times?
Everybody lives!
Ugh. She just has to cry and that's fine.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the power of the silver crystal.
Pokemon has taught us that crying solves everything.
It's true.
Aaron, apparently your volume is very low. Turn it up a little bit.
No.
Ah,
Tried. I tried. Hopefully that works better.
Tried and failed.
Tried
You
and
tried and
failed.
died.
Hold on. Let me
By the
try
way,
this.
there's like a 2 or 3 minute lag, I believe. on
Three
this.
Yeah.
It should only be 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're right now just on the stream, just telling the story about the whole.
Oh geez, yeah, okay, so yeah, it's a bit behind. Oh well, it's better than not running at
I
all.
was gonna say that's as loud as I can. That's as loud as I can get my mic, so I can just.
It's
sit
fine.
here.
You can-
We'll know if
Yeah.
it's good in 3 minutes. All right.
Jesus Christ, this is the worst. Oh my gosh, Yoku. Okay, you're the only one I can ask this question to. Sometimes, what we usually like to start with, whatever, like a question we tend to ask is, what were you expecting before you read the manga? Yoku, you are the only one I can ask this to because all three of us have read it before. So, what were you expecting before you read Sailor Moon?
The thing is, I wasn't expecting it to be like as dark as like there being heads cut off and like this like people like just turn into these like weird like zombie looking things. You know, I didn't expect that. I thought it was just gonna be like this very childish, just kind of like based everybody pretty much that likes it or talks good about it. I thought it was just nostalgia talking behind that, but honestly, like I actually found some good substance behind it, and I was actually surprised. So honestly, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I thought it was gonna be as bad as some other older magical girl shows, because there's a couple that I have read and seen that are like that, but this one,
Example?
Examples?
I don't even remember their names. They're like
No, yes you do. You
Oh.
can remember at least one. Come on.
Come on.
I would have to go to my anime list and sign in. I don't want to do that, but no.
It must not have been that bad if you can't even remember its name.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I
it's
didn't get too far in
terrible.
those. I didn't get too far into those. But this one, even though I was kind of annoyed that there was so much dialogue, and a lot of the dialogue was kind of pointless, because it was just kind of like, "Ooh, I love them."
There are also some translator things I didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was that as well. But it just felt like it was a little bit too much dialogue, that they could have cut out quite a bit of it, and it would have made my enjoyment a lot more. But overall, it was much better than I was expecting.
Good. On the dialogue note, there were so many times where somebody went, I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh,
It's like, God, if I had a quarter.
dude, that's a drinking game.
drink. Ugh.
That's a
Drink.
drinking game.
I was like when Ray would see in the fire, she'd go, I have a bad feeling.
That is
about
her
something."
job.
You just fucking saw her getting strangled. Anyone would get a bad feeling, and why?
But
do
I
you
love
not do
Ray.
That's her
something?
job.
That's awesome.
She's the medium. Look at like psychic characters in almost anything when they are not the main character. Their job is basically to stand there and say, I have a bad feeling about this.
And
I
then
sense
everybody
some
ignores her.
animosity there, Captain.
And then
That's
They
their
are the
job.
foreshadowing characters.
do nothing about it. What did you guys think about Ray? Let's just dive in. Yoki, you were saying you loved her?
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe because when it comes to the whole shrine character in other anime, or at least recent anime that I've been watching, all of them are
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
all of them are very, all of them are very like the kind of character where, you know, the glasses are just like super nice, like like walking around there like trying to help everybody out. But Ray wasn't like that. She was like full on
Ray took
straight.
no shit from no one.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
pretty much the biggest reason why I liked her as a character, and of course it was entertaining seeing her be like, oh, I have a bad feeling about this. You know, that was very funny. Like I gotta say, but yeah, she was probably one of the most interesting characters that I found.
Was she your favorite soldier?
It's hard to say. I think I could go as far as saying that, but I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know towards the end. I'm still thinking about it.
Okay,
call-
we have like 45 minutes. What about you guys? Who are your favorite soldiers?
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Ray.
Mercury. We can
Sure,
say
go Ray, go Ray, go Ray.
Mercury. We got
Mercury.
Mercury.
I like Jupiter. Jupiter.
Me too.
Mokoto.
High five. High five. I like that she gets like a love interest in this. That was so, okay. Hang on.
Which is a brother though.
That's
Give
her
me that
thing.
face. Don't give me that face.
No, that's her thing. Well, I'm just remembering from the anime. She had like this line talking about her last boyfriend that reminds me of like Dorothy Ann from friggin' Magic School Bus at my own.
Yes.
My old boyfriend was never like that. Oh, his name was Chad. I thought the last one was Brian. Yeah, there was a Brian too. There was also a Steve and a Bob.
Oh my god.
He had a lot of boyfriends.
That Dick episode where it's like that horrible dub song that plays during that episode. Do you remember?
Oh, when
that?
it was the raining was coming
Yes.
and she.
Oh my god, used to sing that all the time. It was so terrible. But okay, what I meant, okay, hang on. So what I liked in it was that the guy knew that she was a sailor soldier. I liked that, and the whole idea that.
Again, it's her little brother.
Was it her brother? I thought they like kissed.
It
I
was
think
said there was
it's-
a little brother. There was like a translation
The
that I read
guy
that.
that was with her when she like was sick.
Yeah, wasn't that her brother?
No.
What? Okay, well, I
I don't know.
I do not.
I was
ship
I
them
was reading the
anymore.
scanlation, so it might have been translated
It
differently.
might have. You know what, guys? Let's
Because I think you guys were reading the official stuff, but
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I read the translation and the official stuff. So
I might have. I thought that was because he walked her home, and she lives alone. She doesn't have a little brother.
But there was nothing in the translation notes.
They're like.
I'm not gonna
"Hey,
dig through the volume to try and find it.
Are you sure? This is the most important thing about this entire story. I swear.
to make sure there's no incest going on.
The way. No, incest
Mind you,
is
that
good.
wouldn't be the
Incest is
weirdest
awesome.
thing it has.
Okay,
Sailor Moon.
so what I was on that note, what I was gonna go off into a tangent about was I love that in the manga they don't really like hide it super well that they're sailor soldiers. Like it's not this big secret. Whereas in the anime they're constantly freaking out and worried about if somebody knows them. Whereas this like the one guy that works at the arcade, he knows that they have a secret hideout. Like he just comes out, he's like, "Oh, I thought you guys were doing something weird down here." I just thought that was a really interesting difference.
He's pretty chill though. I like him.
I like
Yeah.
him too. Very cool. But yeah, that was something. Anyway, back to favorite sailor soldiers. You were talking, Dazzy, you wanted to talk about Ray?
No, I want to talk about Rag because I've totally forgotten now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I like
so
no,
sorry.
no, I remember. I like her character a lot more in the manga because in the anime it just feels like she's just a classic tsundere, and well, kind of a classic tsundere who goes
Really?
after like I'm gonna call him Damien, who goes after Damien,
Oh god.
and it's just like where in this it's like she's got substance and she's got like proper character, and yeah, she's got elements of her not giving shits, but it's just not her giving shit. She's got a strong personality.
Uh-huh.
It's not her being who she is. If that makes sense. Probably not.
She's a lot less snobby in the manga.
Yeah,
than she was
yeah,
in
it
the
does feel
anime.
like that as well.
And she's like more mature, whereas in the anime, her and what's the main girl? Usagi. Those who
Usagi.
fought Usagi. They fought so often in the anime, whereas in this, she caused her mean like one time.
Thinking about maturity, the thing that blows my mind is the fact that they're all 14.
Yes.
Think about that. They do not look 14.
Except
at all.
for Mamoru, he is 18.
Yeah, he's 18.
yeah, he's in
He's
high
But
school.
like, no, seriously, just look at the designs for them and be like, okay, they're 14. Then recall, if you've seen it, Madoka Magica, where they're in high school.
Oh, that's a really good comparison.
The
That's so
evolution
true.
of Mao Shoujo. That's pretty much.
No, like, yeah, their legs. Holy butts, their legs go on for miles. It's some clamp shit right there.
No, this is not as bad as Clamp. Clamp's like Jack Skeleton bull crap there. This is not that bad.
It's not. They're so pretty. They're really pretty. But yeah, I agree. Their body shapes are, like, their proportion, everything is not what I would expect from a 14-year-old at that point.
I think it's a little bit though due to the difference in styles and genres as well. Not genres, in demographics. Like Sailor Moon is shoujo, easy shoujo, so it's female fantasy. Whereas Madoka Magica is seinen. Well, seinen is seinen get, which is male fantasy, and Japanese males apparently look like looking at little girls.
Not that that's saying anything.
And Daz is out. Done. Oh man. Wonder what would happen if the same thing that's in Australia with it's illegal to have A-cup porn in Australia. What would happen to Japan? Would it just crumble? Just fall apart.
Actually, they've got a law going in Japan at the moment, which they're trying to fight, saying that they can't have young-looking girls in provocative stances no matter the age. And they're saying, but what about our creativity?
Oh.
What about it?
That's just
Just think.
here's the thing.
But yeah, they're all drawn, like, I don't know, I agree. And especially the fact that they're going to be in that form for the rest of their life because when they hit maturity, they don't age anymore. So think about that. They're like...
Well, they don't age till they're like 70. Then they age in like a day.
Well, it did say
That's
once
how it
they
works.
hit maturity, and
Yeah.
they're 14. That's not really maturity. Like if you look at
I would
like-
say physically. For
I,
girls, it is.
like
It's
if you
not
look at
the science, but...
all right, if we look at Sailor Moon, and we look at her in her princess Serenity form, she
Yeah.
looks really different, like
Yeah.
really mature. Like
Yeah.
even her boobs look bigger. Like I was looking at the boob differences, and I'm just like, the boobs
course.
here are
This is
definitely
attention
the
to
thing that
detail.
You first look at, yeah.
Of course, you have to.
He
As
like
much as
went
wearing a
back
big
and forth
push-up
with the
bra.
pages, like going like, okay.
With his shirt off, if we remember.
He got a ruler as well, and just like, okay, dimensions.
She'll be about a D cup in like in a Princess Serenity, while she's only about a C B, high B in her Sailor Moon.
Okay. Did you have
Thank-
something? Were you going to go on?
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Daza.
The PhD covers a lot of things, including female boobs in anime.
It's good. You should make a video on that.
I might.
Yeah, go ahead. Do
Ideas are born.
You would get so many views, Daza. You just have to thank me, because I came up with the idea. But you'd get so many views.
Found
Anyway,
a provocative thumbnail.
I think there's enough hentai going around where I can do that.
It better not be just you without your shirt. That would just scare everyone away.
It could be like in Kill the Kill with the nudist beach, with just like
Nudist! Oh, bitch.
Gosh. Okay, to bring it back, let's bring it back to Sailor Moon.
I'm sorry, that's my
Somehow.
favorite part.
Bring it back to Sailor Moon. There are lots of boobies. But, jumping into a different topic, what are your guys' thoughts on the bad guys? Starting with, like...
I like that they're all guys.
Queen Beryl wasn't a guy.
Well, besides her. But no, it's just, no, I'm just remembering back to the anime where Zoisite was a chick in the anime.
Yeah,
But in the
and
manga,
That is
it's
true,
a guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Difference?
Well,
Wasn't he
actually, in
gay,
the original
too?
anime,
Was one of them
it's a
not?
guy.
No, two of them are gay. Two of them are
Two of
supposed
them
to
were
be.
gay, yeah.
They're supposed to be gay.
In the original anime, they're all guys. That's the difference. It was
What?
just the
Was
in
it
the original
just
anime.
the dub? They
It's
changed
just a
it?
dub.
Really?
It was just a dub that changed it.
Zoisite had tits. I could
Oh!
swear Zoisite had tits.
Hang on, guys.
I don't
we
care
can-
if he had tits or not. They were moobs because they were all guy tits.
You don't have moves when you're as thin as Zoisite was.
I don't know. I've seen some people.
Hold on, I'm looking it
all
up.
these edited stuff is so confusing.
Wait, who was the one that fell in love with the friend in the anime? It was one of those four. I am getting only...
Zoisite is totally a chick.
I'm getting only... Wait, this one... God. Okay.
Well, considering
this
no one's
this
talking.
isn't that important. But, yeah, I thought, there was a lot of, like, differences like that in the anime. They made a few changes like that. In the anime, they were not, tuxedo masks, like, under supporter people.
Yeah, no, they removed that plot line from the anime entirely.
Wow.
I'm not exactly sure how far along the manga was when the anime came out. Because they did some
Yeah.
things right. I know that the Ann and Allen arc existed because the manga was not that much farther ahead.
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't have that bit?
Yeah. They changed the way that, that arc ended, too. With how
Which one?
the Queen Beryl, Metallica.
Oh, yeah, how they all lost their memories and
Yeah.
so on? Yeah.
Which was for the whole purpose of the Ann and Allen arc, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, because all of the Ann and Allen arc basically was just a repeat of the first season where they all had to find each other again and remember
Yeah.
shit. and then they went up against Anne and Alan.
I do like how condensed that is in the manga. Like the first few times, it's just very quick when they get introduced.
Well, where is it? Yeah, this is volume 3. Where do they blow her up? They blow her up. No, not there.
It is 3, I'm pretty sure.
No, it isn't 3. Where did they blow her up?
Yeah,
No, that's too far. Rini showed up. Yeah, because here's Rini right here at the halfway point. This is
Yeah.
where Rini shows up.
Yeah.
So they blew up. Yeah, this is where Beryl dies, and this is this is the part. So
Yes.
it's 2.5 manga, and suddenly we're at season 3.
Yeah.
But we totally skipped season 2, so that's to be fair.
Okay, I have the information. Zoisite in the dub was female. In the male, he was a homosexual male.
In the male, he was a homosexual?
In the Japanese, he was a homosexual male who was in a relationship with Kunzite.
Which is why they made him female, so that it wouldn't hurt
It
the
wasn't
little
homosexual.
Kitties. It wouldn't hurt the
Yeah.
little kitties and their innocent little hearts and stuff. It's bullcrap. But yeah.
That makes everything just so confusing, though.
Seriously though,
Yeah.
that's a chick.
That's
Yeah,
so cute.
I just looked up through the pictures, and that does look like a chick. Like,
Oh.
I was just going through the pictures on Google.
So
I don't
we
know.
had- You don't know?
I don't
It's
know.
so confusing. that dub changed a lot of things because
Is the dub horrible? Is the dub horrible? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Do not ever.
No, never,
subject
ever,
yourself to
ever,
it.
ever.
I'll keep that in
The
mind.
dub has one thing right. Just one. Meatball Head.
Oh my god, Meatball Head.
And the
That
opening.
works so much better than Bunhead.
I know,
Because
Bunhead.
meatballs and the spaghetti. It worked perfectly.
Good. It's the only thing.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Instead, it's like Bunhead. Well, it's just, okay.
It's the bun.
Dumb.
Meatball Head works so much better.
I agree.
Ugh.
I would actually say the anime in general is just so much worse than the manga.
And I watched the edited anime.
Yeah.
And I watched the
It's even worse
Japanese
than that.
anime.
I watched a
Like-
little of both.
The Japanese, like I watched the full Japanese version, and it's
The
just
uncut,
like
yeah.
it feels a lot like the English because it is Monster of the Week, and it's just like this drags on for so long.
Yeah, no,
Why?
even season 1, like,
I wish we had a
one was like
Brotherhood
50
version.
some odd episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was like
It's
2
crazy.
volumes of manga. 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of characters that in the anime, we're just doing a big anime like manga comparison, but the anime, a lot of characters that were killed off completely in the manga are brought back and made good in the anime. Like Ruby's for the Four Sisters, aren't in the anime. Aren't they made good? Like just lose their memory, or do they actually die? Am I remembering wrong?
I think they just disappear into a puff of
Just
smoke.
disappear. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Because for them, I don't think they usually don't come back to any bad
Yeah.
guys at all.
Okay.
Not in Sailor Moon. It's not one that does that. It's only the good guys that mysteriously come back. That's why they have like 200 different Sailor Scouts and allies by the end of the
So
series.
many. So many. But I will say that I love the fact that you can see them fully die in
I loved that they all died
just
at least
burning. Yes. So great.
What about this new? Wait, what about this new anime that's coming out? Is it gonna be a complete like adaptation of this manga? I just want to know.
No, it's an
Yeah, that's-
adaptation of the manga. It has nothing to
That-
do with the original anime.
All right, just
It is the
wait.
Brotherhood of Sailor Moon.
How long?
I could say that they could probably do this in a good 26 episodes, the entire manga series.
Probably.
Yeah.
Although, what is more likely, since we haven't heard an episode length, we haven't seen a trailer, we haven't seen screenshots, it's more than likely going to end up being an OVA series similar to like Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh, that would be
I
fine.
disagree
That's
with
very
that.
high production value, though. That does.
I disagree with that though. I don't think they'll do that because it's Toei. Toei wouldn't do that.
They have money to do that.
First time for everything. Well, that's the thing. Like, we've seen nothing. Apparently, it's coming out in the summer, but we've seen nothing.
There's been
Well,
like
that's-
no concept art. There's been absolutely
Yeah, the only thing that
nothing.
we know is that it's been delayed a few times
we
already.
know that it
That's
is supposedly a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we know who's doing the OP and ED.
Well, yeah.
That's
But-
important.
Oh. Aren't the original voice actors coming back for it too?
That's not confirmed.
Boo. Fine.
I don't really mind. To be honest, it's been long enough where it'd be perfectly fine if they replaced everybody.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't matter for me because I haven't seen the original.
To go back to the manga, for pacing of the manga, this might have just been me, but I thought that it was very quick. Like, Yoku was talking about dialogue. You were getting so much information very quickly, and even from panel to panel. Like, it didn't, sometimes it felt like scenes weren't necessarily concluding, and then we were right on to the next one. It was very snappy, especially at the beginning. What were your guys' thoughts on the pacing?
I agree with that. There were some parts where I was just like, what happened here? It's like, oh, okay, we have like a small little panel about this big that's
So
just
tiny.
it's just so tiny. And I was just like, okay, we're over here now. That makes sense. Like when Usagi went into went to Mamoru's bed, all right, she fainted and somehow she appeared in his bed. And I'm just like, okay, we don't know what happened here. And then we sort of pieced together that he brought her there.
Yeah.
But that was a very quick transition,
The
especially like
transitions.
50 pages per chapter.
Yeah. Well, other thing is like this section right here, this little bit that I'm holding, that is them getting Sailor Mercury. In the anime, this is an episode. Just this small bit here.
Jeez. Yeah.
That's a chapter, isn't it?
So
That's just a
fast.
chapter.
Yeah.
So quick. Yeah. I agree. Like, the transitions, you were saying, Daz, the transitions were so quick at times where... And sometimes the art blended really well together from panel to panel, so that made it even harder at times to recognize when a new scene was starting.
I blame the flowers.
The flowers. You can always blame the flowers.
Okay,
They are
now
the flowers of evil.
Oh,
Oh! No! No!
ew.
Get
All right,
out!
but when it
I'm
comes
out.
to okay, yeah.
The amount of times you wanted to leave this call. Just, I'm done. Face palm. Yep.
He's
Keep going.
counted it all up.
It's about right.
Yeah, but what the pacing, like, it didn't bother me. I actually did like it when they went and just like explained everything and like just very quickly in this like small amount of panels. But at least in the beginning, what really annoyed me is that they kept reintroducing all the characters for like the first like 6 or 7 chapters or something like that. They just kept reintroducing them, and it's like, I'm Usagi, and then this.
Well,
is
you know why
this
they do
is
that,
her.
right?
Yeah, I guess, but they took too much time for that though. Like, it
Well,
would be
was
like
kind of, it was back in the old days, because this is like back from the early 90s. So anytime they released a new chapter, you had to assume that the people who were reading it never read the other ones. So they did a
Yeah,
quick
because-
introduction every chapter.
Because unlike like things now, like where they do it in magazines, Berserk was one of these as well, that were released as actual little magazines like comics, but were released at different times. So it was just randomly sometime throughout the year it was released, so people didn't know.
Yeah, but I just kind of skipped like usually.
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
it's
first-
annoying as hell.
The first like
Yeah,
10,
when you're
10
reading
pages, 10 pages of each like
Guys,
chapter. Yeah, I was just kind of like, nah, yeah, I know.
She
cool.
likes to sleep, okay?
We
Yeah,
get
she
it.
doesn't. She doesn't
We get
do
it.
good in school. She gets like 30
She's
on the
14,
test.
we know.
We
Bullshit.
know their names.
We get
It's still
it.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's very annoying when you're reading it all in one sitting or more.
Especially when you're reading for the first time as well. That's kind of also.
Yeah. So, but you didn't mind the pacing? You said like
No, I did like the fast pacing. Like what Daza said, that part where she passed out or whatever, and then the next page he pretty much takes her to his apartment, and like
That sounds so creepy.
I
Don't
didn't.
worry, just an 18-year-old taking a 14-year-old to his apartment. That's nothing creepy about
I
that.
didn't find any difficulty in that. Like, if you read everything, if you were kind of reading all those like parts, because once you get like to the middle part of the chapter, like almost everything was important. There was still a lot of parts where they would be just like, oh, I don't want to go to school. I want to sleep. No, we gotta go do this. Oh, okay.
Are
Like
they
that
Italian?
was is that Italian? I don't know what that was, but.
No.
But the part with that when he would like took her home and stuff, I had no problem with that. I was just kind of like, okay, this happened. I read that in that panel. Next page, okay, maybe like for the first panel it was kind of just like, okay, what's going on? But the next panel it kind of explained when she woke up and she's just like, oh, where am I? You know, like that's Mickey Mouse now. So.
Sounds like Mickey Mouse, huh?
That's Usagi.
Where am I?
Oh,
Oh.
Goofy.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna stop this right now. What did you guys think about the romance the OTP of all shonen OTPs. Shonen, shoujo,
Sure.
shoujo,
Don't care, lol.
ball.
It put
It's
a,
destined
wasn't
to be
bad.
together.
it put a smile on my face though. It felt very shoujo, like
Yeah,
oh
no.
my past life.
It was
Oh,
very stereotypical.
But I did like the whole part when they were showing the backstory and how in the end after he dies, like and then she like kills
Yeah.
herself, and that's why they kind of had to redo this whole thing. Right now, the whole story is based off. Like that was very cool. Like I
Are
was
we
just-
only just repeating the past? They killed each other again. Oh my god.
yeah, and then when that happened, when she like stabbed herself, but she didn't really stab herself because she hit the watch thing, like which I kind of expected because like there's no way she's gonna die. That'd be dumb. Like that would just
But
be.
there was so much blood. She had to like scratched herself because there was blood. All
Was
over.
It was the crystal. It was the crystal.
There was.
I don't recall blood for some reason. I don't
It
know
was
why.
never
Why, actually?
dark. Like the blood was always like just a line
It
drawn
was,
like like a paint splatter, but it was never filled in or anything. Like when they died fighting Queen Beryl, like the sailor soldiers, when they died, like their bodies just had a bunch of lines around them that was supposed to be blood. At least I thought it was blood.
I don't recall that. Maybe you're
guys
right.
Don't. No.
Yeah,
No.
he's calling
It
it.
was
He's
a
call-
thing.
No, it's just you,
Half the
Aaron.
pages.
You love death in manga for some reason, so you add the blood yourself.
All the death, all my yes.
I can imagine in like it was at your brother's volumes of Sailor Moon. You just
Yeah.
draw the blood
I'm
yourself.
just like I'm coloring it in, and he's just.
It's like with
crying in
the it's with the
background.
blue pen. It's with the blue pen, so you can like totally tell it's drawn in there. It's there, guys.
Listen, death is fantastic, but I did not make this up. I swear to God that there is blood.
Maybe you're right.
lines
I don't know.
on
I can't say you're wrong because I don't remember too well. But
So,
that romance did put a smile on my
somebody
face.
chat, tell me, chat.
It did put a smile on my face, so I guess
Give it
that
to
it did what it had to do. It wasn't its most serious romance, but
No, it
was
was
good.
not like the most original romance at all. Like you said, it was very stereotypical. It was very by the book, nothing unexpected. You knew right away when they met that he was going to be her love interest. You
well,
knew
she fell in love with him by just looking at him.
fell in love very quickly.
Like there wasn't any even I think even after the whole like
It's
Yeah.
fate.
well even after like they killed themselves and everything, I think there was a part right after that when she started remembering everything. She was just like, I don't even know anything about you. Like she actually said that there was a line of her saying, I don't even know anything about you. But why are you like so like flipped out and like depressed and like it was very, I guess, I don't know.
Because
She's
he's such a dreamboat.
She's also
So
14. She's
handsome.
14. Maybe 14-year-olds do that. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a 14-year-old
You have
girl.
to admit, though,
14-year-old
she's
girl,
fighting
I will say
crime
that
battles,
is a
right?
thing.
And she's transforming. She's now a princess, and she's got her 14-year-old hormones. Come on, that's
Yeah.
that's true.
And then
What is
this
she
guy
doing?
with the tuxedo and with the mask appears.
And
Can
the
I just-
awesome theme song. Sorry, it's anime
Guys,
again, but still,
I
he had
love-
a chicken theme song.
Yes.
He did, yeah.
Now I can't comment on that.
Notice he doesn't have. He didn't have a rose. He never had the rose. I'm pretty sure, except maybe once, like at the party, I think, or
No,
something.
no, no, yeah, you're
He had it
right.
at the- but he never was
Right.
in battle with the rose. Yes, look it up.
He never used it.
While
no.
you're in there, can you look up the blood scenes?
Though to be
I don't
fair,
have. I don't
to
have
be
that
fair,
manga.
unlike in the anime, in the manga, he never really attacked anyone. He was just kind of
No.
there, and he swooped in
He
to
had
do
no
the saving.
powers.
Sometimes.
Never did
That
any
was a
attack.
huge thing. He had no powers.
He gets.
Yeah.
Did we read up to where he maybe possibly spoiler free? Might happen to get one. We read up to that, right?
They said something about him having psychology or something, psychological power.
Yeah.
I have something
Which
to say.
came out of nowhere. Yes.
I have some. I don't know if any of you guys seen Detective Conan, Case Closed. No, anybody? Please, no, please.
It's
Anybody?
been-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Arcata.
haven't seen
Arcata
it.
got it. Dazza sucks and Aaron.
Not a lot of it, granted, because there's like a lot of
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, of
But
course.
yes,
So
I have
many.
seen.
Yeah, but you know Kaito Kid, right?
Yeah.
Is Kaito Kid influenced by this guy, by the mask guy? Because come on, it's like the whole dressed up thing and like the,
I
the way
don't think, no, I don't think it's him.
appears.
I think it's more so Lupin. They even say it in the manga that
He's very much
Mask
like
looks
Lupin, yeah.
Yeah, they do the whole Lupin thing, but like I felt more of a like connection, like close.
Well, the thing with Case Closed and Lupin is that even those two are very tied together a lot.
Oh yeah, they even have those OVAs. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
So
But it felt
Yeah.
it felt like his character, like the way his character design was and stuff, kind of like very much fell under
Okay.
the whole.
I'm looking at Kaito Kid's thingo, his character design. He looks nothing like him at all.
Oh, come on, man. He's just white. He wears a white tuxedo. Or a black tuxedo.
He wears a white tuxedo and he has like a monocle.
He has the moon behind him.
I don't know.
He has a monocle.
No, for some that's kind of what came to mind. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, it's the monocle, it's the white,
Yeah.
and well, it's the top hat really. It's the top hat that does it.
Probably.
But no, I can see it.
I had a thought.
What, Aaron? Go ahead,
Your
Aaron.
thought?
About Sailor Moon weapons, we were talking about how Tuxedo Mask and powers and how you didn't really have any.
Yep.
Sailor Moon, when she throws her tiara, it doesn't come back. Because in the next battle, at one point, like in the next
Well, in the next battle,
it's like-
she magically gets a new one, yeah.
Yeah, but I did like how she didn't automatically have it back because it was destroyed when they killed
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I thought
Normally,
that
it
was
just
really
magically
interesting.
reappear.
Yeah. 'Cause, Like,
Like,
in the-
they could have explained it away by saying, oh, well, when she retransformed again, it just magically appeared.
But that tiara got huge though when she threw that one
it
time,
was
and
like,
that. Oh my gosh, man,
slices
that's
and
not even-
slices,
Didn't they
big
say actually in the manga that the thing that the tiara disappeared along with the monster?
Yeah.
So
Well,
that
it was
the,
because she used the tiara to tie him up, and then they burn him to a crisp, and then it either disappeared and got burnt up with him, or she just was an idiot and never retrieved it. Either way.
It's still just sitting there.
I'm gonna go with the
just
idiot
waiting.
one. That sounds like her.
Is it still a big tiara or a small tiara? That's the question. Did it shrink?
It's
Probably.
literally just a giant tiara just
Well,
sitting
because
there.
I think it was trying to constrict him, so I think when he burnt to a crisp, it would just
It
have
was
like
like-
cut him in half and
yeah.
went back to normal size.
I think that's what happened. See, guys, Sailor Moon is dark.
I'd rather it stay big, and then they would have a
Arts
side
and
story
stars.
which takes place thousands of years later, and some guy goes in there and finds this huge tiara.
In Crystal
Like,
Tokyo.
Yeah, what
Sailor
the-
Moon just
Except
walking her
that-
ground.
Didn't
and she's
Didn't this
like,
happen
"Oh,
in an
it's my
alternate
tiara."
dimension? Yeah, this happened in the dark dimension, so nobody would ever find it ever.
Yeah, that is the mystery now.
Dazzy, you were saying that about how Serena's an idiot, and I agree 100% with this. What did you guys think about her character development? Did you like growth over what we read? Did you feel there was a lot? Did you feel that there was none? What were your
Okay.
feelings?
Wait,
I
we're
felt it
talking
kind of
about-
did this. It started off crap, she had no development, tons of development, back to square one.
Yep.
I think her development comes from her remembering things.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
when she's in like her
100%
queen,
of the time.
when she's in a princess like Serenity mode, she's like super I'm a lady part. But then when she's in her Sailor Moon, she's just like not Sailor Moon, her Asagi, she's like, oh, playing video games, it's so good. Oh.
So her outfit determines her intelligence.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Wonderful role model.
Sailor Moon. I agree. I thought it was when she's remembering things, she gets very high development and then it suddenly crashes back down. But she does slowly become a little bit stronger and relies on herself a little bit more, which is nice. Though sometimes she still goes back to being like, "Oh, somebody else help me."
Well, I guess you could say she got some development because she was like super freaked out the first time she went to Sailor Moon form, and then she was like, "I'm never gonna do this again," you know. And then next chapter she did do it again. She did go into Sailor Moon and like save people. So I guess that's development as well.
Yeah. She
When it
grows in
doesn't,
power.
yeah, when it doesn't come to Serenity, you know, the
Yeah.
Serenity development, because that's kind of cheating. That's freaking cheating, right? Doesn't count.
OP, Sailor Moon OP.
OP. Sailor Moon is OP. Well, she kind of is. She's got that silver crystal. Silver crystal does old shit.
It all depends on her heart.
Oh my gosh, yes. Her heart. It's just the most unsteady thing.
I'm not happy with the crystal. That crystal is one of the things that pissed me off the most.
Tell us more. I want to know your feelings.
Well, okay, you have this magical device, which is powered by your heart emotions, and then you have to kill your lover. Come on.
Well, he was kind of already dead and then brought back to life through reincarnation by a big evil spirit intent on taking over the universe.
So there's that technicality.
There is
So there's that.
There's that.
But I'm just like, this crystal is powered by heart. So if this was given to, like, I don't know, I'm thinking of someone who has huge heart, then it'd just be, like,
The
massive.
Grinch. The Grinch.
If you gave it to the Grinch, that thing would be like take
The
over
Grinch
the
is.
world.
There should be like a remake of like the opening of Sailor Moon, but with the Grinch instead of.
Chat. Somebody make that chat, please. Somebody. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
The Grinch.
Yeah, the silver crystal at times really bugged me because it just felt. I don't know. It felt really.
It was a
flimsy.
magical MacGuffin. What did you want?
I don't know what I don't know what I was. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything more.
Does this wait? Does the crystal become a character itself later on? Because that'd be
No.
real. Aw,
No.
Not to my knowledge, it doesn't.
No, it does not. But there
that'd be pretty funny if the crystal's just like, all right, like this is bullshit. I don't want her like controlling me anymore. I'm just gonna do shit my own
the
way.
silver crystal becomes the ultimate enemy.
However, it does get replaced by a magical MacGuffin that is a unicorn that exists in all of time and space, and
There's a
that's an
unicorn?
actual character.
There is.
There's a
yes.
unicorn.
Yeah, in later seasons, yeah, there's a magical unicorn that has the power of the universe.
You just brought up my like expectations of the series by a lot now. There's like a magical unicorn.
Always I wanna be with you. I want to be. Because it's harmony,
That's-
harmony, love.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Dun, 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 dun,
What are your thoughts on Rainy? Chippy Sailor Moon.
Ooh.
Chibiusa.
Chippy
She needs to
Usa.
die.
God, she's fucking annoying.
Ooh.
She's annoying in the manga. She's annoying in the anime. She's just all around annoying.
I get that she is a child. She's in a child's body, but she's 900.
No,
years
she
old.
actually is a child.
But she's 900 years old. You think she would have
What?
been less?
What?
What?
There was nothing in the manga that says she was 900 years old.
I'm just going off prior knowledge to other stuff.
No.
Don't be a
Shibi-
rotten
no, no, no.
baby.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Shibiusa is the daughter of Sailor Moon that has come
No,
back.
we
from-
don't know that either. Don't be a
Oh,
rotten baker butt.
I kind of guessed that, though.
Ah!
Especially with reading the last chapter.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Blame
sorry.
her. Blame her.
Sorry.
Wait, where is she located? Blame her.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Yoku. I'm sorry, chat. This is the worst.
Honestly, like, I'm not gonna cry from this. Like, I don't really give a
Okay.
I don't really give a shit. Honestly.
From non-spoiler things we have seen from her,
She's just a brat. There.
she's a brat because she's gone back through time to find this thing and be told the legendary Sailor Moon has it. She goes to legendary Sailor Moon thinking, oh, she'll give it straight to me. But she doesn't because it's, of course, Usagi. So she becomes bratty because for some reason there is this guy who she gets attached with who she doesn't understand who this guy is. Of course, we now know who that guy is. Thanks, Tristan.
You're welcome.
Well, and then I gotta make the whole thing with the whole like dad. Like, oh, it's like dad.
Yeah, no, it was pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
I know.
There's even a line in here. It's just like, oh, this guy reminds me of
Yeah,
Dad.
She
Yeah,
has
yeah.
the same name
I
as the
remember
main
And she
that.
has the same name.
character.
And
I-
she's carrying around a Lunaball. Like,
And
did
she has the
you
same
really
hair.
not see
She has
this
the
one
same
coming?
hair.
No, I've never read it before, and I saw it coming. Especially once they started talking about like time travel. I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. And
shit.
she has the necklace with the silver crystal on it.
Yeah.
Listen. It's not.
Don't justify spoilers, guys. Don't justify.
Don't justify the rotten bacon, but
Don't justify the wrong
I thought we were already out of the spoiler-free part.
But not for the entire manga.
I
everybody
haven't
died.
read the rest of the manga. This is as far as I've got. 5 volumes.
Yeah, see?
Again, prior knowledge.
Listen.
It's from the anime. They could have changed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they made characters like different genders and like they did completely different backstories and shit. So I can see that happening.
You never know.
She could be the
Almost none of
mother.
the homosexual relationships they kept, and I like that.
What if Chibi Usagi in the anime is actually the mother of Usagi, the adult? Like, they would change that up? No?
What?
Or the manga? Later on in the
Why?
manga?
How is this just?
I don't know. I'm trying to join you guys because you're all making these references to anime, so I gotta like pretend I know.
We haven't
something.
even got to Sailor Shibby Shibby yet, though.
Sailor
That
Shibby
one's
Shibby.
weird.
Oh God, yes.
Oh wow,
God.
I have no idea.
There is. Yeah. I wonder if that actually happens in the manga. Actually, now I'm thinking.
Shibby
about
Shibby?
it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Shibby
Maybe.
Shibby probably
Possibly.
does that.
You know, might be a thing.
I don't know. I don't know if they ever explain Shibby Shibby.
No, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she shows up.
She's great.
She makes even less sense than anything else.
She's fucking
but-
weird. It's fucking weird. But it's Sailor Moon. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens.
Anyway,
But yes, Rini.
she's annoying.
She kisses Sailor Moon's boyfriend.
That's the first thing she does.
While breaking her neck at the same time.
Talk about a cock block. It's terrible. What is the opposite of a cock block? What would a cock block be for a lady?
This is a very,
Anybody?
this is a very big question you're asking here.
A clit block, vagina block.
No.
Cunt.
A dam.
A cat block? A pussy block?
Pussycat block.
Pussycat block. Okay, whatever. She did that. And then we gotta deal
That was
with
the first pussycat block of all time.
the pussycat block. That was the staple. The staple. That transition from that arc into Rini's arc was very quick. Talking about transitions and stuff.
Oh yeah, because again, this whole second season never existed.
Yeah,
That just felt
exactly.
very weird.
It was
Yeah.
basically they're like, oh, that happened, or we're all nice and happy. And then this pink-haired girl falls from space, and they're just like, oh, my neck hurts. Oh.
One thing I want to touch on really quick before we dive into final thoughts and ratings. What did you guys think about Venus's role being a little bit bigger in the manga? Or like Yoku, what did you think about Venus? Did you guys
I thought
have
it
any
was the
thoughts on
same.
that? I thought she had a smaller role. Like her role was pretty even with the rest.
I want to
of
hear
them.
you guys talk about comparing to the manga. I mean, to the anime first, and then I'll.
No, well, in the anime, she had the same role. She was pretending to be the princess until the princess was finally
Well,
revealed.
yeah, I knew
Right,
that.
but did they explain in the anime that she's like the leader? She's the actual leader of the sailor?
No, because in the anime, they still wanted to drive home the fact that Sailor Moon is the leader, even though Sailor Moon
Yeah.
didn't technically exist before. They just didn't touch on that at all.
Yeah. That's what I like. And Venus is the one with the sword and all of that too. Like she's the one who killed Queen Beryl and
The sword didn't even exist in the anime.
No, it wasn't even a thing. But
No.
like she's always the one that tends to be last with like Sailor Moon. Like she was kind of a thing, isn't she?
What do you mean
She
last?
seems- I don't. Never mind.
She's the fifth ranger.
I was gonna spoil something again.
Well, see,
I
Sailor
brought it in,
Venus.
I brought it in.
The thing with Sailor Venus, she looked a lot like Sailor Moon for me. Like I confuse her a lot of the times.
Yes, well, she just didn't have the meatball head, but yeah,
Yeah.
she was blonde and she had the same length.
Let me
of
ask you
hair.
the question: when they went up to the moon and they pulled out the sword, was it Sailor Moon that pulled it out or Venus that pulled it
What
out?
in the anime?
Venus.
in the manga, it was Venus that
Venus.
pulled it out, right?
Yeah, it was Venus. Sailor Moon wasn't even there.
Well, that's,
Sailor Moon
that's
was
exactly my that. No, she
Oh wait,
was there.
was she there?
She talked to Serenity.
Oh, yeah, she was talking to Serenity at the
So
same
I
time
remember-
as...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like the whole character similarities, like in the actual look, the character design, kind of confused me a
Okay.
bit. But
For a bit of history for you, Yoku, if you didn't
Right.
know, Sailor V was actually a manga before Sailor Moon. I've actually got the manga over there somewhere. I can't believe
Yeah, it was the prequel.
was like
It was
a
the
one-shot.
prequel.
First.
It wasn't a prequel. It was the first manga, and then the mangaka, who was called Naoko Takeuchi, adapted
Who's
it
married to Yu Hakusho
Yeah,
creator.
that's the manga.
right? Actually adapted it again and put in Sailor V as a fictional character or as Sailor Venus in the Sailor Moon manga. But the two mangas are completely different.
They have nothing to do with one another other than the main character.
Are they in the
Main
they're not-
character and Artemis, yeah.
They're not in the same world, I guess. Then.
No, they're not.
Alternate
Okay,
universe.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
code name Sailor V, right? That's the name.
Yeah,
of it.
it's actually really good. I was
Luna
reading.
OTP, by the way.
It's
Artemis
three.
Luna.
It's 3 volumes long and 15 chapters.
It's actually really good.
It's not bad.
Let me read it.
Never.
Somebody just
I'm probably not gonna check it
the
out.
super laggy chat is just now giving us names for what a female cockblock would be. Somebody said clam jam,
That was sitting by the window.
and there was another one that said beaver dam, which both I thought were quite good. But yeah, so let's wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings. It's coming up on an hour here.
I just want to say something. Sailor
No.
Moon's dad, right, for some reason, Queen Serenity had sex with a son.
What?
What?
In the manga, it was said that Queen Serenity, right, to have, like, Serena or Usagi, had to have had sex with the son because the son was her dad.
No, I thought all it was like their spirits were sent down to the planet and they just got
That's
reborn.
what I
No.
There's
but,
no
like,
blood
initially,
relation for any of them.
Initially, like in the
Like
before
the
everything happened.
Like the star of our universe, sun, right? Is who you're
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
Well, the
Not like-
Moon Princess had to have had sex. Well, the Moon Queen would have had to have had sex with the Sun to produce Princess Serenity event at some point.
Or the sun just like magically impregnated her. Or
Who's
the
the
silver crystal did something.
Sun is God.
Silver crystal, guys. Silver crystal.
The sun is God, and
It's
Usagi
God.
is Jesus.
It's all metaphor because
She sacrificed herself for our sins.
done.
Well, actually, she kind of ran away by stabbing herself and ruined everything.
That's not how Jesus did it.
Alternate translation of the text.
What is this, like alternate universe dimension?
In Japanese,
It's
they have a
actually
weird Bible.
just
It's
a
okay.
missing chapter of the Bible. It's a time thing.
Alternate dimension.
Jesus fell in love with someone. They got taken over by evil, and Jesus killed himself because of that.
But what? There's a crystal as well involved. What's the crystal? The unicorn maybe.
The Holy Spirit is a crystal.
There we go. We have just lost every Christian viewer you ever had on your channel, Aaron. Fantastic.
I hope you feel proud.
No,
This
listen,
is going-
they
this
can't
is just-
handle that. If they can't
It's
handle
so
that-
confusing though.
Wait, Yoko,
a
what
lot
are
of
you
stuff.
confused about?
I don't know. What Dazzle was explaining. First, I thought about like a lot of other things with the whole sun. I thought he was talking about something else when he's talking about
No,
sun.
the sun, the literal
Okay, now I get it.
burning star.
Yeah, now
that-
I remember the
Were
sun.
you
Right.
thinking like S-O-N?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
the sun? Yeah, that's what I was confused. I thought
I
that
was just like,
insults
what?
happening at one
Sun?
point.
The sun? The guy that shows up in like a couple panels? That sun? No. But no, not that sun, I guess. It was the big sun.
Nope.
That's the sun you were talking about. Alright, I got it now. You move
Yeah,
on.
we
Okay.
got it. Awesome. Okay, moving on to our final thoughts and ratings. Would anybody like to go first? Is anybody just ready to...
Let the guest go first. He looks
Sir,
ready.
you look prepared. You've got the face going.
This manga is amazing. Amazing. There we go. Final rating. 5 stars.
5 out
We
of
would
5.
do-
I don't
We do it.
give-
We do
Oh
it
yeah,
out
I
of
guess
10.
we didn't tell you. We do out of 10.
10 out of
but
10. So 10 out of 10.
Whatever.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
A
I don't
casual,
rate- I don't
a
rate
casual
manga, I
shrug
just
out of
give it-
10.
10 out of 10.
Perfect. I think this manga is also amazing, and it's a staple for anybody who is interested in the shoujo genre at all, and like the magical girl genre. It definitely set the level pretty high, and like really helped define what the genre is nowadays, I think. And I think that the characters were very like different from one another, and that what made it exciting to learn about. And I just really enjoy this whole story of it, and thought it was really a lot of fun and wonderful. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because the pacing really bugged me. But enjoyment and all of that was definitely high up there. And I do love it. Also, big nostalgia factor into it. So I'm done.
I'll go last. If that's what you go next.
Okay, Yoko can go last then.
Yeah.
To quote Tristan, this is amazing! It truly, truly is. I was reading this again, like, this morning, and I'm just like, I'm getting so engrossed in it, even though I read it twice, seen the anime multitude of times through different languages. I think I actually watched it in not Chinese, I think it was Italian once as well, for Italian class. Don't ask me why, but I did.
You should
And
watch
I
it in
love it.
Russian. It's probably a Russian version.
It was absolutely fantastic. It's a great manga. It's a great read for both male and female. There are a bit too many flowers, I will admit, to start off with. But other than that, I have to at least give it... I'm trying to think of something bad to say about it, so I can give it a 9.5. But I really can't think of that one thing that says, oh, this is the reason why I can give it a lower score than 10. But it's really hard besides the pacing I thought was fine, to be honest. And just the flowers was just a little bit too much, and maybe the recaps. But they're really, really small. So I'm going to give it... a 9.9.
Oh.
With an enjoyment
Yeah.
rating out of 10, which is 10.
Yeah. Tristan, you should keep making that face because I'm gonna start off with my rating. 7 out of 10. That's my rating. That's my rating.
Okay, reasoning.
it flames on the side of my face, breathing heavy breaths, heaving flames.
7 out of 10 for me. First off, I wasn't the biggest fan of all the characters. Not all the characters really gripped me, even though there was a few characters that were very good that we talked about before. Now the whole like 10-page introduction, reintroductions that like I know that it was kind of needed back then, but I'm reading it now. It's 2014. I'm reading it for the first time. Never experienced the story. It annoyed me, so that kind of takes down the score a little bit. And also,
The recaps were 1 page, Yoku.
no, they
Don't
weren't.
exaggerate.
They weren't 1 page. Once you get to like the later sailors that were introduced, they got pretty long. So
No, they stopped it after a while though.
they did stop it, but I think the last one was like on chapter 6 or something, 5 or 6.
This is the chapter that Ray comes in. It starts here. It's just like hi. It's actually not even a full page. It's just this section right here. Not even a full page.
I don't know. I remember.
I'm
it
reading
being-
the Ray chapter, and there's the Ray chapter. Okay, let's get Ray.
Yeah, it's
There's
page
longer
86.
But you're reading. From
Yeah,
the
it's just
first
this section
one.
right here. That's it. Just this section here.
No, they continue introducing. They must continue introducing because they go to the story a little bit, and then they continue introducing some other aspects about it. But no, I'm not saying that that's like the major
Exaggeration.
I'm not saying that that's the major thing that I'm
That's the only
taking out
reason
of the
Yoku
story.
doesn't like it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I
Lots of
would give it.
recaps.
I would give it a 9.9. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I've seen so many other magical girl shows already at this point that I could see where they took stuff from it, but it just did not blow me away. Like there was some pretty interesting aspects to the story with the whole time travel towards the end. It was kind of hard to stop in chapter 19. It got very interesting. I remember when I was reading it on a Manga Store map, I was just kind of like, wait, it's not continuing because I usually download to the chapter that we're on. So like it was kind of hard to stop, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue it. I might just jump to the anime because I don't know. I think I need to experience that as well, since you guys were talking about the anime like 50% of the time that we were, or maybe even
It's
more.
hard. It's hard not to talk about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the differences. I want to see.
I'm an anime reviewer. I fall back on what I know.
No, I get you, man. But it didn't live up to the hype. But the thing is, I thought I was gonna give it a much lower rating. So I think 7 out of 10. It's still a good manga. I still recommend it to you. If you're one of the other people that has never read the manga or seen the anime before, like I still recommend it. You definitely check it out. You might like it a lot more than I did, or the same. I don't know, or less. I don't know. It depends. But I think 7 is still a good score. It's not like I'm giving it like a 4 or something like that. Yeah, it's still worth the read. Definitely, I could see all the influences on other series of our time and just like the past decade. So definitely deserves all its credit, but it did not live up to the masterpiece hype that I've heard of it.
Nothing ever does.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially of a series that's what 20 years old, 30 years old.
More than that.
Yeah, so it's,
22 now, I think.
92 is when, yeah.
yeah, so I'm just saying this anime is as old as me. I was born in 1992 in January, so this anime is as old as me.
Youngin.
Yeah. Such a little guy, man. But
I can't really say anything.
I know, Dazza has to.
I'm younger.
But it's definitely like surprisingly actually was good, because I thought it was gonna be a much lower score. Show.
So, awesome.
Read
So
it. Read it. That's my.
we all highly recommend it.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Read it. Read it.
I'm trying to work out when the manga came out.
It came
92.
out
92.
February 1992.
Yeah, I was gonna say 92.
Okay.
Well, I wonder when
Printed
Sailor.
in Canada. My book was printed in Canada. How
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh, so Sailor was 1 month.
How does that make sense? Mine was printed in the United States.
Suck it! I've got a better version than you do.
Everybody.
I do not argue. You have a Canadian version. Obviously, it is the better one.
So it seems like the Sailor V like spin-off thing, the spin-off manga was actually being published, and it finished publishing the same time that the Sailor Moon manga finished as well. So it was actually being released around the same time. It just started
Yeah.
like a year before. It's kind of weird. for the people that were reading it at the same time. They're probably like, "What the hell's going on?"
What's happening? What's happening? Yes, so that wraps up our discussion of Sailor Moon. Let's hop in and tell what we are reading next week, and then we will shout out all of our stuffs. Channels, social media, all that fun stuff. Dr. Daza, you guys have to guess in the chat, even though it'll be like a 3-minute delay, but it's fine.
They won't guess.
They won't guess.
This is hilarious. The police investigate the deaths of a series of people who all appear to have committed suicide by taking a poisonous pill. They turn to their unofficial consultant, who deduces various elements pointing to a serial killer. Meanwhile, is introduced to Dr. Someone by a mutual friend, and the pair immediately move into a flat at something Tom something street.
Just took everything out that would give it on me.
Beautiful. Guys, what is it gonna be? We should just say it, because by the time it gets to this, they're gonna already have guessed it.
No.
Sherlock!
Sherlock Holmes.
All of it. Holla,
There's a Sherlock
The
Holmes.
name is
mark
Sherlock
that I
Holmes, and
went
the address
reading
is
it.
221B Baker Street.
That's a great flat.
You're a perfect fill-in for Dodger. Even though you're not a fill-in, you're just a guest, but she totally would have done the same thing. Yes.
Well, I hope to meet her eventually.
Yeah. If we're gonna do another Sailor Moon one, you'll definitely have to come back and join us.
We're definitely doing another Sailor Moon one. I don't care what you guys say. I'm
Well, that's-
pretty on.
I'm just saying.
I'll continue it if we do another one. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. So hopefully you guys have already guessed it. No, but Sherlock, done. Yes, it's Sherlock. We are reading chapters 1 through 7, which is all of it. So I know it's a lot, but you guys can do it. I believe in you. So that is what we are reading next week. Moving on to shout out our stuff. I am Aaron of Happily Aaron, youtube.com/Happily Aaron. All of my social media sites are Happily Aaron. I tend to talk about Kuroko no Basuke and otters a lot. My review show is reviews of Kuroko no Basuke weekly episodes, first impressions of anime as they come out, as well as anime reviews. And all the previous manga pods are hosted on my channel, so if you want to go watch any other ones, you can find them there. So that is me.
Hi. But yeah, I'm Yokurama Game Talk, and I don't talk about games. But shut up, Daz. But I do talk about anime. I'm actually I've been making a lot more videos than I have been lately. So go there if you stopped watching me since I didn't make anything for months. But I got a nice video coming tomorrow. It's gonna be the whole like preseason. Well, it's not preseason since it's already winter season, but it's gonna be like week 1 first impression of like all the shows that I've watched, but in one video. So it's gonna be like really quick impressions. So if you're looking forward to seeing something from the winter season, then check out my impressions. Maybe it will give you something to watch. And when it comes to social media, Twitter is at Yokurama Talks. Hummingbird is Yokurama. Tumblr is Yokurama. I think everywhere else it's Yokurama. I think Twitter is the only one that's Yokurama Talks. I need to look into this. I don't remember.
Yoku, we've done this 39 weeks.
I always it's always different order for me that I introduce myself. I don't like this part, as you guys know. It's confusing.
Yeah, you get really upset.
It's confusing. But yeah, that's me. Hi.
Well, hi, I'm Dr. Daz from Flying for Nippon. You can find me at www.youtube.com/Flying for Nippon, where I do anime type videos, including first impressions, what we've watched, the weekly show, what we talk about, what we've watched over the last week, and other videos which will be coming out soon. Yay! Including one that you guys are gonna absolutely hate me for. It's gonna be absolutely fun to make.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Mama?
Oh yeah.
Already hate you.
You can also find me on Twitter at Dr. Dazza. You can find me on Hummingbird, Dr. Dazza. You can find me on Tumblr, which is Dr. Dazza as well. And I think that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Special guest, Mr. Tristan.
My name is Tristan. I am known as Arcata on The Wired. At youtube.com/grarcata. I do an anime review show called Glass Reflection, which you can find there, and I occasionally do other anime-related things that also appear on that channel, with the potential gaming channel showing up eventually when I have time, whenever the hell that happens. On Twitter, I am at Glass Reflection. I do have a bunch of other things, but Twitter's the one I check the most, so that's the only one you should care about, really.
Huh.
So yeah. If you like me, watch my stuff. If you don't, then don't.
Simple as that. Our third host, who is not here today, is Dodger. She is, I'm going to shout out her stuff anyway, just so that we can give her a little push. Her main YouTube channel is her gaming channel, youtube.com/pressheart2continue, where she talks about video games, does lots of Let's Plays, including a Love Sim Let's Play, which is amazing. You should definitely go watch. And she also does gaming news every single Saturday. And she has a vlog channel, youtube.com/dexteritybonus, where she talks about her day drinking coffee and, talking about her cats a lot. So that's her YouTube channels, and then her Twitter is twitter.com/dexbonus, and I believe it's dexbonus all over the map, other social media stuff for her.
Yeah.
So definitely go
If
check
you
her
want-
out.
If you're wondering where Dodger is at the moment, she's in London stripping.
She's
So-
She's in London with stripping.
She's in London doing stripping, so
There's only one. That was only one word missing from that.
Just single
she's in
it
London
out.
doing stripping. There we go.
Oh boy. If you'd like more Manga Pod, all of our iTunes link is to the iTunes, blah, 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 is in our Manga Pod subreddit, reddit.com/r/mangapod, so you can go there, and also that has the schedule for all of the upcoming weeks. Like we said, we are going to be reading Sherlock next week, chapters 1 through 7. We hope you guys will join us here at twitch.tv/happily-aaron at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, not 7 like I might have tweeted earlier today. It's just fine. Once
I'm
again,
giving our
thank you
guest the
guys-
wrong time.
Shh. No, I gave him the time for sound check. So that was fine.
Except not telling me that it was sound check. You're just like, oh, we start at 7.
Oh, okay.
No, I said we start sound check at 7. I'm pretty sure. Pulled it up because, now. Listen.
It's probably not true.
Shut
Probably.
up, Byoku.
You probably forgot the at. You probably forgot.
No,
the
she
at.
actually did sound check, but I ignored the word because there was a whole bunch of other things. She's like, I know Daz to talk to you about details and other things.
Listen, it was I think it was like my first message to you. And so I
Yeah.
didn't want to bombard you with a ton of messages, which anybody who's on Skype friends with me can attest to, that I tend to just go, hi, 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 hi. And I didn't want to do that to you. I was thinking about
Yes,
you.
I can attest to
I
that.
was thinking about you, okay? This
Thanks.
has been Manga Pod. This has been Manga Pod. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Tristan, for joining us. We really
Thank
appreciated
you.
having you, and we look forward to having you again. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye!
Peace out.